Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
The central government established a series of strategies to reactivate the automobile sector in the wake of the health and economic crisis brought about by the SARS-CoV-2 pandemic in 2020. The MOVES plan was one of the incentive programs for the purchase and sale of new cars and, as in Asturias, it is still active. The allocation of the MOVES plan for the Principality of Asturias was set at more than €2 million. This amount, according to the BOPA of September 9, 2020, by which the Ministry of Industry, Employment and Economic Promotion made public the extract of the call, was distributed, in turn, as follows: self-employed and private companies, €1,161,290.38. Individuals and communities of owners, €597,506.97. A, G, E. €13,861.83. Local administration, €240.823.43. P. Autonomous bodies, €13,861.84. Public entities of the P. €13,861.83. Public companies, €13,861.82. University of Oviedo, €13,861.84. Requirements of the Principality of Asturias to receive the subsidies under the MOVES plan. In order to be eligible to receive the subsidies for the purchase of new cars under the MOVES plan in Asturias, the following groups and collectives were established as possible beneficiaries: individuals and communities of owners. Self-employed and private companies, local administration, University of Oviedo, autonomous bodies of the Principality of Asturias, public entities of the Principality of Asturias, general state administration, public companies. The automobiles that could receive aid from the MOVES plan in Asturias would be those whose acquisition would be considered as a purchase of alternative energy vehicles. That is, electric or hydrogen fuel cell cars with a maximum age of their first registration of up to 9 months from their initial registration until the submission of the grant application, and provided that the initial holder was the dealer, point of sale, or manufacturer/importer selling the car to the final recipient of the aid. Pure electric cars with extended range, hydrogen fuel cell systems, or plug-in hybrids of new registration whose owner is the signatory of the subsidy application or, in the case of a renting or leasing, the financier. The cars from which the subsidies may be requested must not exceed, always without VAT, €45,000 in the case of electric or hybrid cars, except in the case of 8-passenger vehicles. Then, the ceiling is set at €53,000, while hydrogen fuel cell vehicles are exempt from a maximum ceiling. In order to establish what amount will be received by those who apply for the aid of the MOVES plan in Asturias, the Principality is based on the provisions of the RD 569/2020 of June 16, which establishes the legal framework of the aforementioned incentive program for the purchase of new cars and establishes that they are for electric and plug-in hybrid cars with an electric autonomy between 30 kilometers and up to 89 kilometers would receive €1,900 or €2,600 if the applicant of the aid delivers for its destruction another car whose age is equal to or older than 10 years. Electric and plug-in hybrid cars with a range of more than 90 kilometers would receive €4,000 if an old car is not scrapped, or €5,500 if it is delivered. Hydrogen fuel cell cars, €4,000 if the car is not delivered for scrapping, or €5,500 if it is delivered for that purpose. Finally, the deadline for submitting applications to receive the MOVES aid in Asturias started on September 10, 2020 and will end on September 10, 2021. As we indicated at the beginning, this information we publish is an extract of the backbone of the 2020 MOVES Plan aimed at promoting the purchase of efficient and sustainable cars, an aid program that we already know will be replaced by the MOVES 3 plan. For this fact, we emphasize that, after the official announcement by the government of Spain of the MOVES 3 plan, the aids of the new program will be aimed at the acquisition of electrified vehicles, with a maximum amount of €7,000 in case of scrapping another car with more than 7 years old. For each application, it is possible that the new implementation modifies any of the points described above. In conclusion, the MOVES Plan Asturias represents a significant step towards sustainable mobility and environmental responsibility in the region. By promoting electric vehicles and enhancing charging infrastructure, this initiative not only aims to reduce carbon emissions but also fosters economic growth and innovation. As we move forward, the collective efforts of the government, businesses, and citizens will be crucial in realizing the full potential of this plan. Together, we can create a cleaner, greener future for Asturias and set an example for other regions to follow. Thank you for watching, and let's embrace this journey towards sustainable transportation.